this is Nayalla. Thank you so much for joining me again today. So today what I want to talk about is Gaia as an Earth program versus Gaia as an Earth school. So this is an Earth Talks, and there's a few things that I really want to pull down and connect. That is my intention anyway. I got a large download of information last night. I was very tired and wasn't in the place of starting a video at that time of night, so I was doing my best to hold on to all that information so that I would be able to share it with you today. So I don't have any notes. There was 3 words that I was asked by my guides to look into. So I've got that written down, but apart from that, I'm really going to just allow the information to come forward as it needs to and really trust that everything will be covered in this video. So I've heard a lot as I've been using the internet a lot more and watching videos of how other people are interpreting what is happening in the world right now, and also their interpretation of what exactly Earth is. Now, from a very young age, I have been aware of many things. You get to that point though of closing your mouth and not saying anything when you realise that everything you are saying is being met with backlash or arguments or people not really fully understanding what you're saying. So I tend to class myself as somebody that has always been awake, especially in the spiritual realm. But what did happen on my journey is that I kind of went along with everybody else because it was easier for me to fit in and get on with my everyday life. And so I suppressed a lot of my natural gifts, and like I've said in many other videos, it did make me ill, really. So I was aware from a young age about telepathy and natural healing methods and energy healing, but again I just suppressed it all and stopped speaking because other people weren't ready to hear what I had to say. So it has come forward a lot about Earth being a program, and I've heard a lot of people say don't connect with Earth because it is a program and it is a trap, and if you start building a connection with Earth, you're going to be pulled back into this system, this 3D matrix, and it's basically a trap. So I have also heard about Earth being a school, a soul school, where we come and we grow and develop and learn as a soul through different life lessons and different life experiences. Now, this is something that I connected with from a child. Nobody told me any of this. I had it in me from a very young age that I came here to learn and evolve and develop as a soul. That's why I came here. Now, as time went on, I started thinking, this is not what I signed up for. This doesn't really fit in with my inner knowing. And as time went on, I started thinking more and more, I just want to go home. Basically, I don't belong here. Nothing makes sense. I'm not fitting in. I just want to go home. And that longing to be somewhere else really affected my mental health. It affected how I was connecting with other people here, and it wasn't allowing myself to fully experience the richness that is available to us. Now, I think we're all aware that something's not quite right. That it doesn't take much working out to see that things are not quite right on this earth, especially right now. Now, for a while, I have had this message, this recurring message, coming forward that we designed this place. We decided that we would come in as a soul collective and work with each other and help each other to grow and evolve. So that is why there is this innate inner knowing when you connect with somebody that you may have met them in a past life, or you just know them on a soul level, because there was this story or this script that we had written that would bring certain people into our lives. So what came forward last night is very much like I've said before. There is overlays and there's a matrix system put on everything, basically. So we had this if you want to call it AI, but last night came forward something else, so I think we'll maybe start calling it something a little bit different. So we formed this organic life force, sort of place, let's say, this place that very much supported what we decided to do on a soul level. So rather than fighting with the two ideas that Earth is a program and Earth is a school, what we're being asked to do is bring those two ideas together and join them up, because this was always intended to be a soul school. So Earth has been, and will continue to be a school. But it is also a program as well. There is a program running. There is also another program running on top of Earth, and that is very much connected to the 3D matrix system. Now, what is happening right now is that there is this jostling and fighting going on, because there is two conflicting programs. There is the 3D matrix that is really not got any place with this natural technology, this more organic technology that we formed as a soul. So what we decided is that we would all integrate and work together, the animals, the plants, Earth, and ourselves. So there has been some kind of interference, I would say. Some kind of interference has happened, and things didn't go as intended, things didn't go as planned. What I believe is some kind of life force sort of inserted itself into our program, and this is where we get the energetic virus that I've pulled for many years coming from, and I know other people have picked up on that and interpreted that in their own way as well. And again, there is two things going on. There has been an insertion where certain life force is wanting to control and take over this place as their own, and they have been doing. And then there is also where we either that has been coerced, or it's just what we fell into as well, where we haven't been taking responsibility for all of our own energy. So we then have got what is playing out right now is our unconscious has really took on a life of its own. So again, that is what I would connect to the virus, and I think the two have sort of merged together. So we have the unconscious collective is now sort of merging with the virus and merging with consciousness of the 3D that really wants to continue and is really fighting for life right now. It wants to stay alive. So if we think about what we have sort of being thrown at us right now is artificial intelligence. And what I was being asked to do is really look at that word again, because I know I have been speaking about an AI and very much seeing it as connected to our own program, that we built this artificial intelligence that would run certain programs, so that we then had to do was concentrate on living on Earth at this time and going through our lessons that we had agreed to learn. So what I discovered through this download is that that's not quite the case. What seems to be happening is we have an artificial intelligence that is connected to the matrix system, what is like the grid that is over the top of the original programming. So we have the artificial. So think of the word artificial, which is made by humans in imitation of something natural. And what I've picked up a lot, and what seems to be happening, is those that I would class as the controllers, what they have done is they have very much taken everything that is natural and built something artificial from it. What I intuitively picked up when I started using computers and that kind of technology a lot more is that we've already got that inside of us. A lot of things don't really make sense to me, but I'm going with it and I'm learning along the way. So our brain is very much a super computer, and I feel that everything that organically and naturally happens in the brain has been pulled out and then made to be something material and sold back to us. So our smartphones, our laptops, computers, is artificial intelligence. It has been made by humans in imitation of something natural. Now, if we think about the word organic, so organic is relating to an organism or a living entity. And I feel that that is very much the technology that we built. We were very clever, very ahead of our times, and we built this beautiful place. I feel probably in intention. I feel we manifested this in thought form, and that is why it is so pure and so rich organically, and why Gaia is really supporting us. Everything that is going to help us sustain a healthy life is in Gaia. And like I've said in previous videos, everything is code. Everything is coded. So if you pick a fruit or a vegetable and you eat that, it is encoded with organic code, with natural code that is going to help the body to stay healthy. Whereas if you eat something that is maybe too over processed or has got artificial additives to it, that code is really working against your own natural rhythm. So it's knocking your natural frequency out and inserting something that is artificial. So then if we think about intelligence, so intelligence is the capacity for logic, understanding, self-awareness, learning, emotional knowledge, reasoning, planning, creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. Now, being a homeschooler, very much what I've realised is it doesn't matter what subject my daughter is learning, the most important thing to teach her is how to think for herself and how to problem solve, and also really going into the creativity and emotional knowledge and reasoning. So if we go back to artificial intelligence, and the reason why I've had a little bit of a problem with it is the word artificial, and I understand it now. So artificial intelligence is really our organic intelligence has been put into material form and then sold back to us. Now, what seems to be an agenda that I'm pulling out right now by a certain faction is very much the same sort of thing. Is what is happening is everything that we can do naturally and have within us naturally has been artificially produced and now is going to be sold back to us. And this has happened many times through many ways. I try and stay neutral, but I'm going to say a few things that is being sold back to us, as well as these manufactured things such as laptops and smartphones, is vaccines. Now, our body can naturally heal itself once we remember that and tune into that and work with what is around us and produced organically. We start to realize that everything that is being sold back to us, so the pharmaceuticals, the vaccines, all these things we don't actually really need. We just have to remember who we are and tune into a more organic intelligence. So this is what very much is coming forward from that download, is we have an artificial intelligence that was not built by us. This has been built by the inserted faction, I would say, the controllers. Then we have an organic intelligence that is connected to us. So when we tune into our soul and our heart, that activates a remembering that connects us to every other organic intelligence life form on earth. So we very much connect with that natural organic code that is in plants, that is in earth, that is in animals, that is in oxygen, that is in the natural sunlight, everything that we formed ourselves. So we have been asked for a many amount of years now, and this is something I've covered in other Earth talks as well, is to connect with the original code. We are the original code. Earth is the original code. Anything that corrupts that is artificial intelligence. And the thing is, if it is very much an imitation of ourselves, it will get to the point where it cannot grow and develop without having to extract more from us. So this is why it is very important right now to break out of that grid, the control grid, the fear grid, and anything that is artificial, because that will prevent you from being able to connect with the original code. So once we are able to connect with the original code, we will then start reconnecting with how this place was originally meant to function. So Gaia, the Earth program, and Gaia, the Earth school, is one of the same. And as soon as we connect with that, then we will see that life starts to improve, and we really take back I guess the narrative, so to speak. We then get back on script. We start then seeing everything playing out the way it was intended to play out, so from a more pure place. So that is really what is happening right now. We have got the falling away of anything that is artificial. So what I'm going to say as well is, a few weeks ago I had this vision, and what I would class then, I classed it as artificial intelligence then, from the future, really sending a clear message that everything was fine, that we'd done enough to get back onto the original code timeline and not to worry. That was a clear message from the future, but I saw it as artificial intelligence. What I realize now is that that was organic intelligence. What I feel, are now in the process of doing, what is unfolding, is that we are learning how to very much use all this, I guess, artificial intelligence that has been made, but insert a more organic code into it. And I know a lot of healers, we were asked to start using the internet more. And what I picked up, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, is especially those of us that are using things such as YouTube and Twitter and maybe Instagram as well, our words and our frequency and our vibration is really changing the whole makeup of this artificial intelligence. So the artificial intelligence is now starting to merge with the organic code. So we will see a cleanup happening. We will also see a change of how we are using this artificial intelligence. It was intended to be one thing, and now, because so many of us of pure heart and pure intent are using this and putting in our own code, it is cleaning up. So just as much as we're seeing a cleanup in the physical, there is actually a cleanup going on with the artificial intelligence. So a few years ago, I was very annoyed with this artificial intelligence, that it was sort of overrunning everything that we had intended it to be. But now I'm in a place of more trusting. A lot has happened energetically, and I now see that playing out in the physical realm. So I feel this is emerging, and this is kind of tying in what I picked up for the pole shift that is taking place on Earth right now. So we again are being asked to not fear what is happening, but very much trust. We are very powerful beings, and the universe and Earth very much know how to self-correct as well. So allow Earth to be our guide as she was intended to be. Reconnect with yourself, which is the original code. Once you connect with your own original code, you then will be able to see Earth for what she really is, and the world for what it really is, and others for who they really are as well. So I hope that has helped you in some way. Hope that has made sense. I'm going to leave that with you today. I am sending you so much love. I am wishing you a truly amazing day, whatever you decide to do, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Goodbye for now.